Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? You guys have the Four Nations hockey game hangover like Brian and I?
It was mostly beer
Yeah.
with a little bit of additive.
I'm just disappointed in the result more than anything.
Yeah. Unless we have any Canadian viewers right now showing
if
up
we
later.
have some we've had Canadians on before, and we tip our hat to you.
Yeah. You know,
we have Brian.
if
Just
you're gonna lose,
this. We have PMI data coming up here. 15 minutes in the New York Open. So be aware of that if you have any trades on. Sorry, Brian, go ahead.
Yeah, I just would have felt a little embarrassed if the game had started out like the previous game with Canada, with all the fighting, and then we take a loss. You know, like so.
I actually think that the the Team USA looked like the better team. Canada's the more skilled team, but I thought USA looked like the better team for majority of that game. They just you can't leave McDavid wide open in the slot and expect not to get toasted.
I did too.
But anyway, back to the charts here. What I'm looking at is the NASDAQ daily chart. And it's been some tricky action. If you look at this week, yesterday, this was Thursday, so this is Wednesday, this is Tuesday. So we put in Monday, we had a holiday. So this wasn't really much of a trading day. This was a half day, I think, on Monday. It was President's Day in the States. Yeah. And then we had Tuesday, Wednesday, followed by two bars that went literally nowhere. Two indecision doji bars here. And then we opened on Wednesday here, and we opened right at the exact same price on Thursday. And this was a good setup for a short, I believe. Under yesterday's low, we had all kinds of opportunity for the daily chart to give us a started daily pullback. And it looked like we were going to get that. We had the big move down off the New York Open. And then the end of the day, we kind of rallied and put in this hammer, which we've now in the pre-market tested higher. So yesterday gave us signs of a daily pullback starting. And then the way we closed and the overnight action has gone so far, it looks kind of to me like we're getting a daily failure to go lower. And I would not be surprised now to see the market test higher today. But we do have PMI data 15 minutes into market open. So we'll see. The daily pullback could still continue. This could fail above this high, and we could continue to sell off. But I'm open to either way. It's been a tricky week so far. So if you have struggled, you're probably not alone. I think there's a lot of people that probably struggled Tuesday, Wednesday. It's a lot of chop. I know I saw a lot of people caught the move down yesterday, which is cool. So hopefully you're one of those people. But I missed the move down in the morning. I caught some of the rally on the way up. How about you, Brian? What's gold looking like?
Gold is ranging since mid-London, and not much to say. I did not participate in any of these nice moves, and they were launching off of my key levels nicely. Due to the U.S.-Canada hockey game last night, I stayed up past my bedtime, set the alarm clock for much later in the morning than I usually do. And this is the first time in a very long time on a weekday that I woke up around 6 a.m. my time. So usually I'm waking up at 2 in the morning, 3 or 4. Which means I go to bed early.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate going because I'm a night owl.
Yeah.
But I will do it because I can catch a lot of soft moves during London, and I really enjoy that. just much less volatility. But let me show you something. So last night, our US night during Asia.
Punisher, no. What happened, man? Just over trading or what?
Huh?
Punisher said he breached all of his accounts. I said, what happened?
Oh, no.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
No. This was happening during the game.
Oh, okay.
These are huge moves
they are.
for the Asia session. You know, they're just huge moves. And no way would I have had some kind of calculation / indicator to tell me to go in. My confirmations would have been like, you see this big drop right here going down. My confirmation would have been right around in here. And I was like, I'm not going to jump in and catch a falling knife like that. So I was watching it from my phone while I was watching the game. I was showing it to my wife as if she really gives a hoot that my charts are melting. I try to show her my charts sometimes, but she has the patience to tolerate the conversation for a couple minutes, and I have to give her credit there. Yesterday, however, what did I do yesterday? You know what? Yesterday, I didn't do anything in futures. I traded one account, and I kind of took a small little 0.5% loss, no big deal. And but I did do a run up. Check this out. This was during yesterday. I took this bounce right. Was this yesterday? Yeah. I took this bounce right off that downtrend.
Okay.
Rode that baby down.
Ooh, baby. I know you look at that trend line, people who hate on trend line trading, it's like, I mean, look at that. It works.
Yeah. And one of the theories that when I went to Victoria's Uncle Mike, one of the things I said to him was, hey, I know I didn't say I'm having trouble. I said, I want to improve on my, I guess you could say, I phrased it like my exiting point. Now, if I could go back and rephrase it, I'd say it's almost like more of an entry point. So let's say like you were following this and shorting it down. The old me would have gotten out somewhere over here saying, okay, that's enough bounces. I don't want to risk it anymore. Where I learned, though, through that fellow that after 1, 2, and that third bounce, go in strong, tight stop, because it could pop up and ruin you if you don't. But if you can get 3 hits on that, you're looking at a nice drop.
Okay.
So what ended up being my old exit started becoming one of my new entry points. And it's been a game changer.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's in short, it's
given
me confidence to open up multiple accounts.
I've seen you do that multiple times where, you crush a trade one way and then and then run it back the other way.
Yeah, he taught me to change my mind like really quickly.
Yeah.
With confidence, So yeah. And the way it's affected my trading mainly, it gave me the confidence to open up a couple more accounts. It's getting me through the evals a little quicker. Or, it's also getting me like to the halfway point. Sometimes I feel like my confidence goes up if during an eval or a challenge, when you get to that 50% point of your goal profit target.
Yep.
That's always, to me, that's a psychological position. And it's getting halfway there is such a big deal sometimes. It's kind of daunting when you let's say you open up a 200K challenge at FunderPro, you do fast track and you have to basically make $28,000.
Yeah.
That sounds daunting,
Yeah.
So sometimes going to somebody who has a ton more experience than you and just willing to throw away a few bad habits
Mm-hmm.
can really help you.
I agree.
So, and that's all occurred in the last 7 months. So, all right. I don't know if that helps anybody, but
No, I like it. I like it.
but I don't. Yeah, you might have something more exciting. You know, gold is doing what it usually does right before PMI. It starts to range oftentimes, and it'll whipsaw everybody out.
Yeah,
I am short right now in gold on another account that I'm not demonstrating here.
Seeing the market seeing a little selling here before market open. Pretty big pushes down on the indexes right now. We got 30 seconds till market open.
We have a conversation going on in the chat about negative comments on FunderPro. I've seen some of those too at times, but usually they're driven by misconception, misunderstanding of rules.
The Punisher said, "I'm a dead man now." Don't do that. Don't.
Here's the opening bell. So again,
all right, and we are off.
Short on gold. So again, not showing it on this account, but shorting gold on an account that I can afford to take a loss. Shorting it because it's at the top of the intraday range. PMI's coming out. People could be dumping their positions right now.
I think it is OPEX Friday too. I think this is
Really?
I could be. I thought somebody said this was OPEX week, which is monthly option expiration week.
And then you need to be careful at 30 minutes into open because there's a revised University of Michigan consumer sentiment report coming out.
Lovely. And
when the other one came out, you got a little screwed.
Yeah. So we got to push down initially here on the market. Pretty harsh selling right now.
Anything happen on your charts right now? Any good stuff?
Nothing for me. We are smack dab in between levels on NQ. I got these 3 levels up above. The next level I have down below is at 2244.50. So I'm kind of hands off here. I'll probably wait for PMI data before I try to take any entry here. I'm in some Microsoft calls that I've been in all week. I'd like to see Microsoft with a nice move into the 420s today. It had some nice relative strength yesterday early.
I don't think Tyler is trading NQ right now.
I don't have any. I don't have any.
Yeah, he's
positions
flat.
on.
He's flat.
Nice noob. I reached out to somebody about your refund, so I'm glad that that got taken care of.
Oh yeah, that's nice. It's cool when a viewer comes on and has something you can help fix. Oh, which account do I want to trade on today for the stream? I guess I could use the 200K that I keep working on here.
Yeah, I'm torn.
Okay. It's been tough bringing that 200K out of drawdown. I took some stupid risks just for the sake of this live stream a couple times, but you know, it was cool. You know, I try to think of everything in a little bit of a positive way. And I'll admit, trading a 200K drawdown account, even though it's demo, but trading it on a live stream, it's actually improved my level of patience a lot.
I like it.
Yeah. If you're not winning, at least be learning.
That's like the number one rule in trading. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Don't lose.
If you want to improve, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just think of your loss as a cost to learning.
There you go.
If
you learn from it, right?
Yeah, if you don't figure out what you just paid to learn from, then you are truly taking a loss. You might as well sign up for some college, university, or trade school and just pay it and don't go to class. You know, I used years ago, I traded like that. I would take a loss and just look at it like, oh, okay, a financial hit.
Yeah.
I study the hell out of my losses, you know, and then learning also means sometimes coming to terms with knowing like you're going to lose 30, 40, or 50% of your trades. And, you know, at least at a minimum, determine if it fell into that bucket of expected loss rates, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a mature thought. You have to be older to think that way. You have to be old like Tyler.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Old like Tyler. That's right.
Now you have to be experienced, which Tyler is.
Yeah, what I lack in age, I make up in painful experience.
Yes, you do. We were talking something like that the other day offline.
Yeah. Oh, so still we got an initial NQ, saw a little bit of buying there on that second 5-minute candle, but we're back to the selling. Let's see if this keeps up or if the PMI data lets us rally. Mixed reactions on some of the individual names that I'm watching. YM ugly. RTY really ugly.
So we're being asked for a little bit of a gold analysis.
Okay.
In the big picture, it's going sideways. In the short term, it's downtrending. The very short term. A lot of analytics say it can still go up and hit 3,000. Probably will. 50% of the planet says it's done going up and will go down. The overall analysis on gold is it's a very 50-50 split right now. There's a ton of reasons for it to go higher and a lot of reasons for it to come back down to earth. And that's on the daily charts. On the intraday, all you can do is just swing in the direction it's choosing. But right now we have PMI, like Tyler said, that's coming out in about 6 minutes. That's going to jolt everything. I'm shorting gold right now on the 5 minute, not demonstrating it on the account Tyler's showing you. I'm shorting it and I'm at a gosh darn break even at the moment. Gold, you stupid yellow bastard.
Restricted news is in 5 minutes.
I should have exited my. I'm sorry, that was pretty loud. I should have exited my position.
You're right.
On gold. It's just bouncing. I still have lots of angry frustration to release from the hockey game. Want to fight somebody.
Well, if PMI doesn't save us, we could be in for a downtrend day if the way things are currently looking.
Yeah. So we have manufacturing PMI and services PMI coming out.
Three minutes. NQ looks like to me it's going to come into this 2244.50.
Without me jumping in to the indexes right now, Tyler, how is the S&P, the NASDAQ, and the Dow overall? Is it?
So I mean, we're we've been hanging out near all-time highs on the NASDAQ and S&P, but we have continued to reject the highs. But we've kind of refused to sell off too. So like the daily chart has been in some kind of wide consolidation range where there are moves to be had, but it's been pretty frustrating along the way too, where we've just been kind of consolidating near these highs here. We're not breaking down, but we're not breaking out either. So
yeah, because
2 minutes before news, Matea, and 2 minutes after.
Yeah, so we have 1 minute.
1 minute till the actual news is released.
Because I was asking because PMI is, as people know, is an indicator for economic health, and the indexes will sometimes show that, obviously, when you zoom out. And then gold likes to sometimes respond opposite to the dollar.
30 seconds here.
I don't know if I should get out or not. I'm not on a Funder Pro account. That's why I'm not showing what my trade is, because there's news restriction.
Yeah, I have some options positions on that I'm holding through. We'll see.
I have my finger on the flat
button. We'll see. 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm watching this thing. Either I pass or I breach.
Oh, there came out. So far, pretty muted. Do we have the right time? No reaction in the indexes.
Gold's flickering. It's like it's holding for a...
Yeah, next to no reaction among the indexes. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. What is gold doing?
Maybe we're waiting on those people I hate over at the Michigan Consumer Sentiment at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, technically, that's the revised one, but it's Friday, so I think that's the one that clocked you once.
Yeah, I think so too. Man, I'm still just in between levels. There's not much I want to do in terms of futures trading. A couple things are seeing nice bounces off of levels in terms of individual names that I'm looking at, which makes me think the indexes could see a little buying here.
Okay, gold, piece of crap. The universe does not like me today. Oh, I'm not a fan of these types of Fridays. I love to stay out of the market on something like this, but I've done good and bad this week. I've been disappointed overall because Monday was a dead day. Tuesday did some crap. I felt like my only trade day options were really Wednesday, Thursday. PMI today, I mean, you can't.
Yeah, it's been a tricky week all around for sure.
Yeah, and it's predictable, because you can see that coming out of the weekend, the news, what's going to happen. It's a dead market on Monday. It didn't do anything on Tuesday. I mean, for a day trader that does this as my only thing. I don't like weeks like this because you want a nice 5-day work week, not a
Yeah.
stupid 2-day thing.
Yeah, agreed. That is a lot of what trade. Sometimes that patience and is
Yeah.
what's required. That's part of what makes trading so difficult.
Yeah, for sure. Gold being ugly. I'm not a fan on the 5-minute chart. I'm not a fan of the like just one solid direction with no looking back. That means that the subsequent candle can do the same thing or the opposite. It starts to throw a lot of randomness at most strategies, and you just can't do anything. What gold is doing right now, I've lost. If I were to enter a trade right now, I've lost these trades 100% of the time. So I said I was in a short a little while ago. I got out of that, but what I would like gold to do right now on the 5-minute candle is it's not show so much biased.
Yeah, I'm bummed with Microsoft so far. Looking for it to hold 415, but just getting no help from the indexes right now. Almost feel like I need ES to come trade 61.12 and NQ to trade 22.44, but I saw Trump signing executive orders at 3:30 today. Should make for a fun power hour on Friday.
Yeah. See, here comes gold, like I said.
Yeah, the indexes didn't move really anywhere on that news.
Mm-mm.
CS, I just saw your message that you lost your trade locker or you lost your account. You had a trade locker freeze issue. Yeah, reach out to support. They'll get you taken care of. Halim, that person who was commenting that stuff was, I believe, had something to do with affiliate stuff, which we recently had changed our affiliate tracking website, and there are a couple issues. That comment got removed because the situation got handled. Some people were just impatient on solutions being handled and will start to spam you. But no one was actually scammed. FunderPro is not a scam. That is not the case at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, somebody will. If you open a support ticket, just give them a day or so. I mean, they normally are pretty quick, but for some reason you don't hear back, reach out to me. You can reach out to me on social media at Risk Life News. If you DM me, you can DM me your email or whatever. I can make sure it's getting looked into for you. All right, so we got 7 minutes to the consumer sentiment report.
Not a lot shaking out. What is happening in the news? What else is happening? What could shake out today? What else could shake out today? Trying to take a peek
I
into.
just need levels to be traded. I haven't had any levels traded for me yet, and that's like part of my requirement. At least I like it to be when I'm entering trades.
Let's see, gold.
I don't believe it is restricted, Ashton. No. Let me check on futures. If you have a futures account, if you go to the economic calendar, it'll tell you. Yeah, existing home sales say the 21st. Yeah, so it is restricted on futures, it looks like. But PMI data wasn't on there. Oh yeah, it was, but it says 3:30 a.m. I don't know. The futures data is always a little weird to me.
So right now, all I can do is go off of my key levels. You know, you can't even draw a trend line here on the 5 because it would be so absurd. You could do that, but that's ridiculous because of the way it ranged back to the line. Right now, I'd say there's no active trend. I went and looked at the 1-hour chart on gold, and it's somewhat been ranging the last several days. Like a higher low, lower low, higher high, lower high. On the 15-minute.
All right, so index is still moving lower.
What are you doing?
Somebody whose opinion I respect very much said that they are kind of expecting a range day today because they think the weekly chart wants to close as a 3-bar play, which does look like it could make a lot of sense if we look at this.
Or the simplicity of it, it ranges often on PMI days.
Yeah.
To me, that's a swing trade remark.
Yeah, so if you look at this this weekly chart, obviously the weekly chart on NQ is a very strong uptrend. And you know, after the strong weekly bar, just completely selling off and kind of erasing that wouldn't I mean, obviously it could happen, right? But You're reversing a lot of strength. We've been consolidating here at the highs. And it would make a lot of sense if we're going to continue higher next week to kind of put in a 3-bar play, which is a chart pattern I've talked about a lot. All right, so 2 minutes to the consumer sentiment. Oh, Microsoft, don't do it to me. Hold up, baby.
Huh. Ooh, Ashton, yeah, I can't watch the RSI or the MACD on the 1 minute. That would just throw me. Some people do well like that.
$15 seconds till this data comes out. Finally had ES trade into a level. NQ has just been front running levels by a tick. Initial spike down, and now we're seeing a little buying.
Okay. There's your sentiment report. Close to target on its numbers. Okay. Intraday. I can't even go. I want to go long, but I don't trust that stupid thing. All right.
Not a huge reaction one way or the other. The index is sold on the release, saw a little bit of buying, but haven't even flipped that push down green. We're still seeing the sellers maintain control.
Trying to see if gold is giving a good price to go long or a fake out to go short.
Yeah,
that's when I don't put in a trade. When my strategies start colliding, I have nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really torn on what I want to do. I don't know. My expectations are pretty low so far based off the first 30 minutes.
So here's what I would do on gold. I'd wait for this candle to finish, this 5-minute candle right now. If it finishes in a bearish state, then it is a 3-candle stack variation, 3-candle confirmation. Everyone calls it something different. It's a very, very, very popular setup to go short with gold right now. So with that said, let's see. I think I got 2.5 minutes to figure this out. No, I'll let the candle figure it out for me.
I almost took an ES long, but I don't know. Nothing feels great to me right now.
Ashton and I are kind of talking about the RSI I use the RSI for a similar reason, Ashton. I use it as on a setting of 14 in the RSI length. I think that's default too. Well, for some platforms it's default. I use the 50 level line, and I use the RSI 14 simple moving average. If you want to get technical, I use a standard deviation of 2. So what I do is I look for the RSI to cross the 50 and cross its own MA. That gives me sometimes confidence that the momentum is in the direction I want it to be in. So in other words, if I'm going long, it has to be above the 50 and be above its own moving average for the RSI. Problem is some platforms don't have the ability to do an average RSI.
I'm gonna try ES long, I think. Uh,
14 seconds on gold. And see, the candle I want here, this third candle, even if it finishes like I want, look at it. Look. That is a weak finish. Still nothing.
yeah,
Even if it
I
goes
know.
up.
I'm like,
yeah. Technically, it's a 3 candle setup. Would you short it? Would you short it? No, screw that. Maybe it'll go down, but I just don't have confirmation. That is the weakest 3 candle confirmation I could ask for. Maybe that's why it's going up right now.
Yeah, nothing's giving me signs of a whole lot of strength. But I don't know if we continue to just melt or not.
And on top of that, that theory I was talking about, it's like it felled right there. It pretty much felled there. It didn't amount to anything there or there or there. Here it felled. Right here it's failing. It felled there. It fell. I mean, it fell. This is called ranging. It's just constant candlestick patterns failing.
Yes, and it can be super frustrating if you're sitting there.
Yeah.
Dealing with that.
So I did not take those trades. Obviously, I could see that they were all weak setups. It's just that Friday. looking for some action, but not getting any.
I don't know what I want to do. Yeah, sorry that I've been boring on today's stream, but I don't really like the action. I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to force anything. But nothing is looking exciting to me.
Okay.
Microsoft is breaking my heart.
Okay, let's go south. I'm taking that candlestick on a short, halfway through its completion. And because the other one behind it did finish technically in a confirmation for me, and this one's going that direction, added to the trade, going short on gold. So who's with me? Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? Jerry Maguire's old line. Who's coming with me? All right.
Oh, NQ just hasn't tagged the level. That would just make my life way easier in terms of decision making. It's been front running levels all week just by like a tick.
I got one person with me. If this doesn't work out, it's fine on the short of gold, but I asked myself quietly, would I go long? And the answer is hell no. So with that said, I'm going to short it. I think it has a higher advantage of going south than it does north right now. If I'm wrong, then it's just going to range me out. But if it spikes up, we don't have any more news, right, Tyler? So that's like,
I don't think so. Nope, we should be good.
you could be doing a Friday sell-off right now to get ready for the Monday gold boom up to 3,000. Maybe that's going to happen.
Trying an ES long here.
Also, gold is doing at this moment what it did when I conquered it the other day on the live stream. It's about to go through its point of interest on the volume profile. It melted through that actually it bounced off on me last, I guess, Wednesday's live stream. I stopped out and then I re-entered my short like 5 or 10 minutes later, and then it melted. So we will see. Scrooge is going short. Galilee's going short.
On gold. Everybody's on gold.
Yeah.
I'm in the ES longs. My entry is 61.13.25.
On futures, I have 10 contracts on micro gold. I have a 4 lot size position on this 200K drawdown account that I'm trying to get out of drawdown. Yeah, two lot positions open. If I had to set a stop loss, which I think will jinx me if I do it, it would be right here. I wouldn't go up to that stupid 15-minute line I drew, but it would be like right here. I'll set that up so that I follow the recommendations of FunderPro. I don't always set hard stop losses because my hand is always on the keyboard. I'm always in control of my trade. But I will set that one up. In case it takes a nosedive, let's set up one, take profit. Ashton, I was talking about the RSI a little while ago as you brought it up. The biggest reason I glance at it sometimes is because I like to use it as a measuring stick for my exits. I left that part out earlier, Tyler. I was talking about that indicator. And indicators help me a lot of times on my exit.
Yeah, I'm already losing conviction and just want to go flat. I just don't. None of this action is exciting to me. I'm just expecting some more range, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So if gold can break this little area here where it's at, if it can break through that, we'd be doing okay, I think. Okay, I'm going to remove. Okay, right there. I'm going to remove one of my positions. If it'll go away, there we go. Okay, so that if this bounces, at least I made something. Decisive candle for gold. Decisive. So let's see. I already took that one out.
Hello, Luke 92.
Move this other take profit down to here. 2 grand, 23, 2400. I'm going to add back a quarter of a lot size for gold. And I'm doing that because if I can get down to that last low that happened right after the London Open, it was actually the Asia London low for the day so far in the session. If they can touch it, that would put this account out of drawdown.
Okay.
I probably didn't need to add a quarter. Probably could add a tenth of a lot size.
Man, if you look at the 5 minute, yeah, you're just at the low of that range.
Yeah. So I took a half of a percent profit a moment ago because I took 50% of my trade out. So that bought me now a little bit of wiggle room to play with this thing. And speaking of which, I'll take that stop loss. Go ahead and move it down gosh. Take it to there.
Nothing that I'm really thinking looks A+ right now.
Tick-tock.
Yeah, so far I'm getting good touch grass kind of vibes on today's price action. Looks like the gold short's working out.
Maybe it is in that little gray area of bounce. Let's see. So it hit its range low. This candlestick it's on right now on the 5-minute is a party animal. Look at that. Come on, go.
We got 10 minutes to the first hourly close of the New York session.
Okay, so we broke that range.
We don't see any buying in the next 10 minutes. I lean towards more downside.
Gold. If anybody's in gold and you can't stomach the bounce, take half your profit now. I said that because it could blast through here, but it's also in this.
Yeah, it's starting to break the lows of that range.
Yeah, it's in that little bit of a potential bounce area. Who thinks gold will just melt right now? What do you think, Tyler?
I think it looks like it will. It looks like it broke those lows. I think you could go see the London low here. Heck, lost my data.
There's its bounce.
Oh my gosh.
That was predictable.
All right, well, NQ finally traded the level for me now. And I think ES just stopped me, yeah, which that's why I didn't even want to take that entry. See how we react to this level now. Lord. Oh. think NQ is going to sell off to 21,942.
On the relative strength index, gold's average is about to go into a sell. This is usually quite a powerful tool. It's 50.18. So if that hits 49.9, this thing is going to just soar. I think it will soar. In other words, if it can get to that little gray zone I drew, I think it'll just like water falling through your hands. This is going to go. Hey, wouldn't it be funny if it does the opposite? It shoots straight up. Okay, I'm going to sell off half of my contracts now on my futures. Or not sell off, but profit out right there. Should I, or should I let it go? But it's Friday. I do want a reason to party tonight. Okay, I took 50% of my contracts out of the futures trade through gold. What's this little dude doing? Okay, it's Tyler. What to do?
Ooh, it's a nice short on gold. Now, yes, finally tagged the lower level. It's also at yesterday's lows.
Damn. Now that pisses me off. I was about to take out that quarter of a lot size position and I fat fingered out of it. So I did not exit. I wanted to take that little quarter of a lot size off. And that's just me measuring dollars here. I need an extra, like, I added it back as a reminder just so that if it goes to my take profit, this thing will be out of drawdown. So I need like at least $100 off that little guy. So just come back down. I did not do a hard TP on it because I was sort of subjective. What is it doing? Oh, so this is where gold's relative strength index is averaging into the sell zone. So what it's doing is a bit expected. These are the shorts. They're unloading right now. But what I think you have to calculate for is all of the late retail traders coming into gold. There's going to be a lot of late arrivals right now. This is when all those indicators are starting to flare off their alerts, sell. So I think you're going to have a bounce and then it might do a continuation. God, I am so nasally today, Tyler.
It's that late night hockey watching.
Yeah. Beer. Not even a big beer drinker.
Well, that hourly close is ugly. That makes me think we'll see more downside today on the indexes.
I just got an alert from the YM. What's happening on it? What's happening? Oh, jeez. Okay, it's doing a stop and reverse. I don't care what gold does. If gold is actually done on going short, I give it credit for being a jerk today. That we're still profitable. See this here?
Let me look.
When gold did this maneuver. Right
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
and then did that.
Well, you thinking maybe something like I mean, that's a strong bounce as of right now. That's for sure.
Yeah. So even when this happened, I was asleep, but and I was glad because when I woke up and I saw that this is what it did during London, that maneuver right here, that hook, that never happens. This area here was its pullback, but its pullback was still profitable. Usually all that occurs right here. So I would have never taken that trade. I would have been waiting for my pullback. And I would have sat here and watched London do this, and I would have never been in that trade. So, with that said, it has the appearance that it's trying to do that here. And I'm staying in my short because it could do it. I just don't see that occurrence doesn't happen that often.
Again.
And it just doesn't happen every day. So all I'm really getting at on this particular gold short is that on the intraday, it is trending down at this point, and I just feel like it's got to come back. At a minimum, it has to come back and retest that thing. Doesn't have to do it, but statistically speaking. So when you've put in enough chart time, Tyler, like you and I have, you start, especially with one particular instrument, you start to feel confident on the probabilities. I'm sitting here going like in my head, oh, there's a 70% chance this thing's going to come back to my zone. At that point, I can decide just to profit out and be done for the day, right? Or maybe I'll partial out some more at that point. If it can get down to this next key level down here, then I will have I will have gotten this thing back to the positive side out of the drawdown. And that would be, you know what, that would be a nice way to end a Friday. I'd be okay with that. So this was the current, that's the current pullback. That's when a lot of sellers would have hopped on.
Sorry, my kids came up. I muted myself for a minute.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, man.
Hello, error X. Okay, we're back in the zone. Let's see what happens. Tyler, do you hear the lawn
like,
crew?
what is that?
Yeah,
What is that?
the lawn crew
Oh, the little lawn mowing. Okay.
next door. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, everything's dead.
Hey, you guys had some cold weather, huh?
It's sort of ending now. It's
Warming back up.
yeah, probably about
Getting back to
40.
Texas things.
I'll mute my mic and
Oh, you're fine. I can barely hear it.
okay.
To be honest with you, I'm like ready to call it. I just don't I don't see anything exciting me, and trying to force something to just put it on for the sake of it. So anything, I think we're moving a little bit lower, but I don't know if we just go straight there immediately. And at this point, I feel like I missed the short. Like I think we might go a little lower, but I don't know if we just sell off all day. Really disappointed in my Microsoft swing. I wish I would have taken some more profits yesterday, so pretty over that. The sound that I hear reminds me. I watch those videos sometimes. I think his name's like SB Mowing or something, and he like mows people's overrun yards for free, and he like plays
yeah.
the videos of him like mowing it down like on like high speed. So it's just like zoom, zoom, zoom. I feel like I hear just like that little bit of humming in the background. That's what I.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, through the microphones and then your speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy, I love how he speeds up the camera on that and
It's
puts it
there's
in
like
high
some
speed.
ASMR involved in that process.
It's the way like there'll be a hidden sidewalk in there, right? And it just starts
It disappears.
He uses the blower. He's always like, I'll do it for free.
Even if I were to short, I'd want to see a little bit more of a rally before shorting. I do think NQ is coming down to 21,942. You're just killing me. All right, so NQ just finally tagged it front run 21,942.75 yesterday. We just came down and traded it. Let's see. I don't know. Right now it's starting to look pretty ugly. Like maybe we'll just melt all day. But if the indexes are going to hold, I think it would be around here.
Come on, gold. Great. Gold is, oops, yeah, gold's testing its testing its retest. Retesting. Retesting.
Nice bounce off the level so far, but still, I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced we flip to strength here. We could, but we'll see some high volume on that 2-minute bounce. For the sake of my Microsoft, seeing a little bounce, I would like to see the indexes go.
If you're wanting gold to pump up, you can wait to enter your long a little bit later, because if it pumps up, it's gonna come back to this point. That would be the safer entry, unless you entered a long 15 minutes ago. $25 minutes ago. If DimGem is trading right now, Dimitri, I'll show you where he entered his long. Right here. He's from the future. And that guy, I don't know how he does it, but
he makes me laugh.
Or he has lots of paper cuts.
Zach Bella, what a baby! Langston Hughes, a dream deferred, was definitely not my dream.
I'm not trying to make fun of him at all. I'm actually envy him. DimGem does this. That's his name on Discord and FunderPro, but Dimitri, he goes by Dimitri. And I don't know what he uses, but if you were watching him, he would have gone long about right here. It would have failed. He would have tried right here. Then he would have gone heavy here. He would have gotten out of those two positions down here, gone long, and then added to his position somewhere in there. Now, that's not making fun of him. If he ever listens to this video, I'm actually impressed at how he does that with such confidence. He too has done an AMA once, and he's a very successful FunderPro trader.
Yeah, he's gotten a ton of payouts.
I haven't watched him trade in many months, but
nice bounce for NQ off the level so far. About 60 points bounce off the level. We'll see. I mean, we front ran that level yesterday, which made me think it needed to be traded. I should have tried shorting into it. Let's see if it holds and we can see some strength come into the market.
Yeah, so in the chat, we're talking about going long on that candlestick. The reason I don't use that as my setup, seems to fail 50% of the time. So at that point, I could just flip a coin and trade. and exercise proper risk management on any candlestick. But that's why that's not my method. And I tend to only hear from people who use candlestick patterns as a strong indication of when to buy or short. I tend to only hear from those folks when the trade worked out in their favor.
Mm-hmm.
I notice nobody ever brags about screwing up on a candlestick pattern. Nobody ever brags about their losses.
No, we gotta hide those. Just kidding.
So over here on the wall, I don't know. I think some people can see it might be chopped off. I have a poster of classic candlestick patterns back there.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, it's about 35 of the most popular patterns. It used to sit behind me back here. Then you read some of the literature. The guys at the MIT who've actually done tests on those patterns, and they say 100% useless.
Yeah.
It's all about your risk management. Okay. I'm getting out of that trade. That last portion broke even pretty much. But I think, what did that trade do today? I could have gotten out a lot earlier. Having trouble loading my trade locker today.
Oh, really?
What a stupid little P&L. 500 bucks. Oh.
What happened to Bybit? I don't know what happened to Bybit.
Okay. See what gold is doing? See that? Yeah. That's a fake out.
Oh, he says with confidence.
Yeah, I do. Well, I'm not saying it's not going to go long, but if anybody takes that now, you would be risking too much. Let it fall back
Yeah, I
first.
agree. If you at this point, if you are not already long, you probably missed the long.
Yeah, it can come back and do a retest and go long. That's what I would wait for. So on this 200K drawdown, that was 0.25% profit, $500. But I was going for the complete get me out of drawdown. Yeah. Dim Jim's gonna post his win soon, I'm sure. So to our viewer who's actually pumping gold, this is about when I would be exiting. I would think it would be a little exhausted because you are going against the trend, the intraday trend. And this is when I would start to short it a little bit too. But it's such an iffy thing. Like I would be shorting it for like one candlestick. I don't do stuff like that anymore. That's scalping at its best.
Mm-hmm. Almost 11 o'clock here. So we're an hour and a half into the trading day. Pretty slow day for me.
Okay. If gold will break out down pretty much the edge of that green candle, I would probably re-enter my short and target the lower blue key level as my take profit. Same trade I did earlier. And if it does that, that would be a repeat. I think a repeat of how we ended this stream several times. It seems like right about this.
You find
hour.
this trade in the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah. So either we finish today and this particular account I'm trading on for the stream is a little bit profitable today, or I will enter another trade in about 5 minutes and be extremely profitable today. I'm not in it to take a loss though. And gold for me right now, it's I know another way to put it is it's doing either a retest for going long or a retest for short. It's truly in the middle. And you know what's funny is it's balanced right now too on the profit on the volume profile. It's dead centered. It's current candlestick.
Yeah, so we kind of rallied back into that. It was stuck in that range on us for a while, and we've kind of rallied back into the lows of that range.
Yeah. And if I had to throw the dice here, I would say going short. But that maybe because I see that occur more often in this moment. I won't make a move until I get a confirmation of one way or the other, and then I'll just trade the trend.
Top off my coffee here. NQ still holding. Still just not convinced to go along.
Why does it seem like you're walking down so many steps, but you're waiting on?
I don't know. Maybe you're just out of shape.
Well, maybe you're just like thinking in your head.
I'm almost done streaming, but
Huh?
I said I'm almost done streaming.
Oh, are you streaming too?
Yeah.
Yep.
The
lava is going away, but the lava keeps coming back for some reason.
Oh, yeah. We got a lava leak, huh?
Lava leak. I don't know why so many people are pressing the lava button to wake up.
I'm going to try NQ long here, I think.
Are you talking to me?
There you go.
Huh?
Tyler, going for it.
Dad.
What?
I have babies. Yeah, give me. I'm getting diabetes. Oh, I can do that.
Stop under load day.
I'm a good babysitter. Okay, we could do it to that game where you just like all the tables to me.
I think there's a chance that this could be the low of the day on the indexes.
It's a good idea. I couldn't. Yeah, I'm watching them on the side. To go
Yeah,
lower.
I have this level down here at 21,942.75, which we front run. I don't know. We came within a couple points of that level yesterday and then rallied, which normally, like, I know my level system well enough to really trust it, and it's so rare that we front run a level and then just continue to rally. Like they like to be traded, and so we finally did trade that level now. We'll see if the strength can continue or not.
What's going on?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Trade
Yeah,
locker.
Did it freeze up for you? Hey, Andrew.
Yeah, it said it closed my position, but it didn't close my position.
Mm.
I'm trying to set up a stop loss. And I don't know what happened. There. Because I'm about to have an allergy attack, and I'm going to grab a tissue real quick. So I want to put a stop loss in there because I re-entered my short. Let's see. Come on. Okay, give me one moment.
Never mind. Pretty quick. NES is rejecting. Uh-oh. My power just went out. What the heck? Well, that's not good. Brian, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So my power just went out. My monitor went black and stuff. So I gotta go down. I think I might have blown a fuse. I'm not sure. So I'll be back.
All right.
You can wrap it up if you want to.
So it looks like Tyler lost partial power, or his computer would be down. for internet feed. So let's see, that short is right in the middle on gold. The intraday momentum is trying to go up, but I'm bouncing it off that downtrend. Just hit that line again. I'm flat in all my accounts, but I am technically short on this one. This is the only account I'm even in right now, is this FunderPro 200K challenge. So I bet I'm saying gold has a huge potential to come right there. If it decides to go up, that won't be for me, because its intraday trend would have to reverse itself. Right now, all it's showing is momentum going against this down 5-minute trend. So with that said, if it goes up and hits my stop loss, I'm probably done for the day. So my stop loss is right in there. And this is somewhat of a free trade because I grabbed a little bit of profit earlier on this account. Yeah, gold could pump later. What time does he speak? What time does Trump talk? I don't see that on my Forex Factory. Usually they post that. Oh, they just posted it, but it's tentative, huh?
Interesting.
So you see, if I was long right now, I'd be worried, because this area, that's very, very weak acting for price to go up.
All right. I'm back.
So Tyler, just while you were gone, we brought up the fact that Trump's going to speak at some point today.
I think 3:30 he's doing executive orders, I saw.
Is that 3:30 Eastern?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, then for FunderPro, for the Forex at least, I know you got to be out by then. You got to be out by 3 Eastern. I don't know about their futures. If it has a Friday early exit
on
requirement.
your FunderPro by 3?
On Fridays, if you're not a swing trader, you have to exit your trades by 2 hours before session close. That'd be 2
Oh, really?
p.m.
I didn't know
Central.
that.
No,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I don't think you breach, but they'll exit your account for you.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. It's interesting.
If I'm wrong, then the rule just changed, but I don't think that changed. Other platforms have similar Friday exit points, or at least daily exits requirements. I guess not all of them, but some do.
Yeah.
I hope my allergies clear up for Saturday. We had such a windy past 2 days that down here in the South, it picked up all sorts of stuff in the air, throwing it around.
I believe it. I believe it. It was like super cold, right?
Yeah, the wind chill was pretty cold.
Index is starting to fail that bounce a little bit. Let's see.
All
Let's
right.
see. You'd like to see buyers step in here if we did put the low in on the day, but as of right now, it's looking like maybe we keep moving lower.
I'm going to give my stop loss a little bit of breathing room. If this, it's time to do that. If this 5-minute chart on gold ends up doing a retreat back to the south, I don't want it to kick me out on a stop loss. This is when it does that little classic spike and then drop. So just playing the odds. These are the things I think are sometimes doable in a drawdown situation.
All right. Well, the 2-minute looks like it's putting in, and even the 5-minute, a potential higher low here. See if that'll hold.
Really getting tired of this lawn crew that's been sitting out there for an hour.
I was enjoying those.
They're still out there. I sometimes want to go take the equipment out of their hand and show them how to do it in 20 minutes.
I did lay at my family owns like a landscape, hardscape business and garden center and stuff. I did landscaping work for a number of years when I was young, all throughout high school, and
it's good for you.
Yeah, it's good hard work.
I like doing that sort of thing.
Yeah, I do too. I'm glad that I don't do it for a living anymore, but it can be enjoyable occasionally.
Yeah, it has its purpose.
I like mowing the grass on a riding mower, that's for sure. That's putting in the music and just jamming away.
That can work out.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll see if the indexes continue to base out here. Right now, they look pretty solid for at least a little bit of a rally. I do think the range day is still on the table, and we can kind of rally back up back towards the opening print. But I think that I'm going to hold this NQ long I'm in and see what we can get. I've tightened my stop up a little bit. If we move, if we break a little higher, I'll probably move it to break even here pretty soon. And we'll see. We'll see what comes of the rest of the afternoon. But that's going to be it for today's stream this week. You rich guys with your long cruise. Hey, I mow my own damn grass. All right.
I do too. Yeah, I was speaking about the neighbors.
Oh, it's the neighbors. It's not you. That's funny.
Yeah, it's not my lawn crew. I haven't had one in years. I had one when I lived on a few acres.
That's funny.
But that was because I needed help doing half of it. I did half. I usually had them do the front, and I did the back.
That's Hamza said 1.46 billion hacked from Bybit hot wallet. That's crazy.
What?
In crypto. Also stealing crypto is crazy to me because I've watched documentaries on this. It's so hard to then get the crypto for yourself. It's like, I don't know, why would you want to steal someone's crypto? Because there's the what do they call it? The blockchain, which tracks all the transactions. So it's like super hard to like launder it and make it actual money for you. So I don't know why people would really want to steal all that Bitcoin, but or crypto, but I guess more power to you, thieves. Not my style. All right, everybody, enjoy your weekends. I hope everybody had a good trading Friday. I know mine was kind of slow. Hopefully this NQ trade will make up for it. And we will see you guys on Monday. Peace out, everybody.
Later.